Hi everyone, Jennifer Bloomingdale here, course creation consultant, and I support other entrepreneurs as they turn their passions into impactful courses for their audiences. And today I wanted to share a little bit about what I wish I knew before I started this journey, because everyone here are entrepreneurs as well. So I thought I would share a little bit of what I've learned these past 2 years. So first is patience. And a lot of it. When I first entered the online coaching world, it was under the assumption, because of clever marketing, that in 6 weeks or 12 weeks, I would have a business up and running and have clients, and there we go. I'd be done and ready. But that wasn't the case, and that's not a case for a lot of people that come into the online coaching world brand new, right? So I learned patience with the process. Also, patience with myself, that over the past 2 years, my direction has changed. I've learned a lot about the process itself, and also patience with myself that sometimes life had to come first and other responsibilities had to come first. And that was just the reality in those moments, and that was okay. So patience with the process and patience with self. The second is ups and downs. A lot of the, again, marketing when you first come into the online coaching world is that it's easy and you can jump right in and get started and it'll be smooth sailing. Well, I'm sure as many of you know that again isn't always the case, that there's going to be ups and downs on this journey in this business. And it's best to learn to go with them. Again, that patience comes in, and looking at each down, I guess you could say, and thinking, okay, what did I learn from this and how can I build on it? And even the ups too. Okay, what did I learn from that? What did I do well and how can I build on that again? So really using those dips as learning experiences. The next is that there is no one way to do this. That has to be my biggest lesson. When I first came into this, I thought if I followed everybody else's directions to a T, that I could do it. But the reality of it is those steps or directions worked great for them because of who they are. And we all come into this space from different backgrounds, different understandings, different values, and what worked for somebody else very well might not work for you. And I spent a lot of time trying to find those answers, trying to find those right steps that if I just followed, this would all work and all fall into place. But again, that's not always the case. And what I've learned is that as you begin to trust yourself in the process and follow what feels good for you, the whole thing feels easier. And it's easier to show up, easier to step into your expertise when you decide that you're going to approach your business in a way that feels good for you and not necessarily follow what everybody else is doing. Okay, and the last thing is, and I'm sure many of you have experienced this too, is you will face your fears head on, and it will feel like you are just running towards them constantly. Being in the online space, you are constantly putting yourself out there, constantly having to face the fears of, is this good enough content? Will it connect with others? And just showing up online and worrying about, is someone going to be insulted or is someone going to be mean? All of those things that come up as we're thinking about being visible and showing up and trying to run our businesses and follow our passion and follow our hearts and being ourselves, right? So, and each new step in your business will face a little fear, and you have to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable in those fears. So I think those are the things that I wish I knew going into this, although of course then I wouldn't have learned a lot of this. And I think it's been necessary on this journey as I go. But I hope if some of you are just starting out, that it gives you some hope and some inspiration to start thinking about, where you want to go, what feels good for you. And if you've been in this space for a long time too, if you've been in the online coaching world, I'd love to know, what is something that you've learned that you wish you knew in the beginning, or that maybe you can go back and tell yourself as you enter this online coaching space. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you in my next video. Bye.